Alright, same day, same bat time, same bat channel. I left you at where critters. So I just played through this. Got my little reminder at the end. I'll tell you about my critters real quick. And these aren't pets. We lived in what seemed like Wild Kingdom. And it started at that little house that my mom had bought us. I woke up one night, or got up remembering I hadn't taken meds or something. Went in the kitchen, right, to get some orange juice. And there was a big old possum under my kitchen sink. It had come in through under there somehow. I don't know. So what do? We call the police station. They come over. They have this, I don't know what they call it, loop. They get it around the neck. It's a loop on a pole. Excuse me. They put it in their car, I guess in the trunk. I didn't watch that part. I was in my jammies. And I guess they had told John that they were going to take it up to the cemetery, which was like 4 blocks, and just let it go. I'm like, great. What if it comes back? Oh well, right? So we moved from that house. Not sure what's next. To there, to there, to... Well, it might not have started there. Well, yeah, it did. Okay, then zap over to East 9th, which was like a block and a half from my mom's house. We overpaid for this little house by a great deal. But we did. We paid and lived there, rent. And it was cold. It was the one that leaked so bad. When we get a good rain, I'd have to get every single receptacle out on the floor to catch drops. It was horrible. But one night I woke up, or one morning, looked at Bradley's pen, playpen, and if he was good and asleep and snoring, I just leave him there. Put a little blanket on him. He's going to be fine. But something had chewed the string of the pen. I was kind of freaked. So what do? We call the police. They come over and take a look at it. And they said it was ground squirrels had gotten in and chewed. Okay. So then at that same house, behind the stove, and I didn't realize it, there was a hole. I guess we looked at it and thought some other line ran in there, so I don't know what we thought. Extra gas line for a different stove at one time or whatever. But come to find out, it was a snake hole. Because one time, I'm not sure, he or I, one of us went in there, and this huge black snake, it was like 8 feet long, was slithering all around there. So what do? We called the Sedalia police. By now we're on first name basis with the animal control unit, okay? And they bring their stick with a loop on it, and they get it, but it flexes and gets out of there, so it has to get it again. But I think it got away. Went back in the wall. Okay, so there's that. And then another time, it was a rabid dog on the porch. Then another time, it was a swarm of bees. Swarm of wasps first, and then over across from my mom's house, they had this flowering tree out front. I think they pretty much destroyed it, now cutting on it, but it had a swarm of bees, and I didn't feel like I could get out of the car safely with my son, who was still little, and not get, attacked by him or something. So we called the cops on them too. I finally did go in. I think what I did was honk the horn until my dad came and looked to see what was going on. And he noticed, and I rolled down the window enough to tell him, call the police on these bees. Let's see, what else was there? Another time, at the South Washington house, the downtown house, there's this little nest on the edge of the lattice where the top part and the bottom part came together. We used full sheets, lengthwise, so there was two pieces, one above the other, and we brought them together with this little ledge that we put a strip of wood across to keep stuff from blowing off, like a couple of bug candles or whatever. But a bird's nest had gotten built there, and I was in the habit of just going and looking at it, and checking it out. I left it alone, but just wanted to see. One day I looked out the back door. Believe it or not, there was a rattler starting up that, whatever board it was, brace board or vertical, one of the verticals. So I called the Sedalia police on them, but it got away. I'm not sure if that's all of them now or not. But for the most part, that's the only real use I had for the police department. No offense. We did call them one night because it was so hot upstairs that we slept downstairs on the sleeper sofa. And we had our feet toward the window there in the family room. And I woke up because I heard something, I guess. And I saw this black guy that was going in the side door of our garage. So I nudged John, wake up, wake up, wake up. Because the garage door had the main big door where if the doors were open, it was the old-fashioned kind. No electric door opener, but two folding doors that folded in toward the center. If it wasn't open, couldn't drive in. Well, we didn't park in there anyway. We had stuff stored in there. But then the little regular single wide people door, with a doorknob. And that's the door the guy went in. I saw him do it. I saw him open the door. So, I don't know if he saw me or not when I sat up. I'm trying to think, were there any more critters? I can't think of any, so. Anyway, that's that. I said I would be back. Well, maybe I didn't. So anyway, thanks for watching.